Yo ho ho ho! It's Treya here from Treya Game Vlogs here to bring you Musume episode 11 review. Oh my god, Lala was introduced! Side note, I did a response to that IGN Anime Club why they couldn't get in the Monster Musume response. I did not realize so many people were going to be freaking out about, oh my god, his location is different. His location is different. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is it? Everybody was like, bruh, where the fuck you at? You ain't, that ain't your room. I ain't where you live. So that is on the main channel, the Insane Game Freak channel, the Terrell TIGF channel. So, anyways, but talking about the episode, I'm very happy with this episode. This episode was almost a scene by scene adaptation. Like, there's only like I think 2 scenes taken off, and it's like fluff scenes. I think the first one I can think of is the at the very end, because they actually include every gag except for the one at the very end where Lala's like, someone's about to die, and Mia does the stupid gag like, my condolences. Like, that's the only thing that isn't in there. The other thing I probably say I don't care for is that if anyone's read the manga, you would know that Lala's body, and I mean the anime makes a note of it, like they do in the manga, about how her body seems to act differently than her head. But in the manga, they actually showed speech bubbles with like her emoticon face on it, showing like what the reaction, or what, pretty much trying to show off the feeling her body had. And in the anime, they don't do that, so it's kind of hard to, especially the scene where she's like, when they first find her body, he first finds her body, and the body's like grabbing onto his shirt, like begging and pleading. I thought that should have had the emoticon, especially because of how dark half of that scene was. So I was disappointed in that sense, because I was like, but then really, when my biggest disappointment is that you didn't put emoticons on a body, like, I mean, that's not really a big issue. Also, another Pulp cameo, woo! But pretty much this episode covers the rest of the, pretty much this is the end of the D arc. Next episode will end it like it will end in the first season. Because what happens is we got the Mon date scenes, which apparently Zombina has shot up in the favorite girl charts because people love her to death. Granted, out of the 3 of them, I probably would say I like her the most too, just because of her wild, crazy personality and her goofiness. Also, I find her surprisingly adorable in some scenes. Lala, the way they handle her whole voice and the Chunibyo stuff, and her when she's normal, you know, the transition she makes from being like, I'm a messenger of death, to can you put me back on my body? Like, that transition was adorable, because she actually, like, her voice, it doesn't even sound like the same voice when she switches. If you go watch that scene where her voice changes, the more he doesn't get what she's trying to say, and she has to keep simplifying what she's saying, she gets absolutely fucking adorable. They kept the fan service scenes. All that was well done, and I thought that was great. Lala is like one of my favorite characters. I probably would put her up there. She, as I said, top 3. It's like her, Sue, and Centauria. I know a lot of people don't seem to like Centauria. I like Centauria. Centauria is cool peoples to me. Although, not gonna lie, almost every girl is shot up anime version. Ratnera, fucking Meryl, for the most part, Mia, even some of the side girls, Key, Draco's still about the same. I didn't give a fuck about Draco. Draco's like whatever to me. I don't actively hate her existence. I just don't care. But almost every girl in this anime is shot up from their manga counterpart. And now we get to the portion of this that we need to address. The next episode is the last episode, which means this is the second to last episode review for Monster Musume. I know we're a little sad. I know we're very sad here. I would suggest people go pick up the manga, because I think the manga, where the manga, where it goes right after this, is great, and I'm pretty sure there won't be a season 2 for at least another year. And the reason why I say that is because this seems like it's going to translate at least 24 chapters. Well, the manga currently is at chapter 38. So I don't. And Monster Musume is a monthly series, so I think it would take like a good 10 months before we had uh, another season's worth of material to animate in the first place. Uh, so I would suggest people go check out the manga, and I think the manga is pretty fun. And you'll get to see all the missing stuff that I've been talking about. I'm probably gonna, and for those who don't, and let me know in the comments if you want me to. I'll probably do a Lala fanboy section because there are things about Lala I want to fanboy about, but I will never get the chance to fanboy about for a while. So I might go and do a video based on some of the stuff that happens in the manga. Pretty much manga spoilers for Lala, but like fanboying for those who like Lala. Um, so yeah, but to get to the nitty gritty, which is addressing episode 12. Now, episode 12 preview isn't a preview of the episode 12 preview is literally like a montage of all the other episodes, which confuses me because I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. But it could be that they're not trying to spoil what they're gonna do next. But I don't see the point because it's episode fucking 12. So I don't see the point in doing that considering we know that the next episode is going to cover, at the very least is going to cover all of Lala stuff, which is chapter 24 in the manga. What people are worried about is mainly the second half because of the Pulp thing, and that we found out recently that the only reason why Pulp has even been cameoed in the last 2 episodes is because the writer of the manga asked the animators to put her in. That makes me worry about, well, what are you going to do for the second half of that episode? My only two guesses is that they're going to either try to stretch it out or try to throw something else at them. But when I'm logistically thinking about it, there is no other chapter in the manga you can really throw there. There's like maybe 3 chapters I can think of in total that work in that section. That's chapter 25, which is the one that makes the most sense because it's like a group chapter. Chapter 26, which is a Ratchura focused chapter, which doesn't work as the end of the series kind of chapter. And chapter 17, which they obviously aren't doing. And once again, that doesn't work as a good end of the series chapter. I think chapter 25 would be the best chapter. Now, the reason why the reason why the chapter 25 thing is a worrisome thing is because chapter 25 features Pulp and have the main characters interact with Pulp because they've already met Pulp in the manga. In the anime, it wouldn't make sense for them to interact this way. The advantage is that Pulp's only in about 3 pages worth of material in the manga. So what you can easily do is slightly rewrite her section to have this either take place after that chapter, after that old exercise chapter, or you can just make it seem like this is the first time they're meeting. Because the conversation they're having isn't even like that in depth about who is Paul and the stuff that happened in the chapter she's introduced in. Most of that scene is actually more focused on Draco than anything. And it's not like she's not focused. She's not put so much in that chapter where it would kill it to kind of mess around with her that section. That's just me though, and I think that would be the best ending, which would then correlate with the title of the chapter 12 preview, which is Everyday Life of Monster Girls, aka the title of the fucking show. So chapter 25 is my best bet because they can't do anything else. Now, a lot of people are thinking, well, maybe they'll do a Lala focused chapter, considering Lala is new. Well, here's the problem with Lala's focused chapter. Every chapter that she is focused in on don't work as an end of episode chapter, for one, and two, they're either setups or finishers of previous arcs. So yeah, like the only other chapter she shows, like, because you got chapter 30 you could do, but chapter 30 doesn't really work because of what it ends with and what it began with. You got chapter 34, which once again is a setup chapter for chapter 35. So there's not enough material. There isn't any standalone. Yeah, actually, I'll be honest with you. There really isn't any standalone chapters after chapter pretty much after chapter 26. Shit just kind of snowballs into shit until about it just snowballs. So it doesn't really work. But yeah. Overall, love Lala to death. I saw Chibi Lala in the preview section. Automatically had me fanboy like a bitch nigga. I have no regrets. I don't give a fuck. But I think episode 12 will be fine. It'll probably be the rest of the lot. It'll be chapters 24 and 25, and we'll get to see how they handle the Pope thing. The other thing that makes that more logical is that Pope is still, her voice actress is still credited. Now, as you've seen in the scenes, she hasn't talked. So it's like, why do you need to credit her voice actress? Well, I'm thinking maybe it's because she's gonna have some lines in episode 12, maybe. That's such a great chapter to end it on. It would piss me off if it's a filler ending. And here's the thing: it can be a filler ending. It would not ruin the chances for a season 2 to get a filler ending right now, as long as it does not fuck with anything else in the manga. It can be a random bullshitting in the house episode, as long as it does not. If it does not fuck with the manga in a way that they couldn't continue off of it, we're fine. So a filler ending wouldn't be terrible as long as they did it right. The point is, they just can't fuck it up to a ridiculous extent. And it's Monster Musume. You can do a fun, chilled out harem chapter. Filler. Just don't ruin it. But we'll see where it goes. But I think we're good. I think we're fine. This already has been licensed by Sentai Filmworks. I don't know if it's getting a dub. If it is, it'll be a good day because I'm curious to see if they're going to stick to the 7 Seas English translation. For those who don't know, in the 7 Seas English translation, some characters don't talk the same. For example, Centauria talks with like an old English accent. And Lala talks with an Irish accent because Dullahans have an Irish root. So I'm curious to see if they're going to do that, but, we'll see. Anywho's, please tell me if you like the episode or not. Do you want me to do a Lala-focused video after the season ends, and your thoughts and comments. This has been the Vlogs Again from your boy Terrell, and I'll catch you guys later, and then I'll see you later, and hopefully you enjoy the boobs and titties of Monster Musume. My silk tea friend got a girlfriend, her name Lala, 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 Lala.